Nicole with Where's the Best TV. I'm so excited to speak with you today. How are you?
Hey, how are you?
I'm good. You look great. I love the white. Well, white is one of my favorite colors, but it's very aesthetically pleasing how you're complimenting your background right now.
Thanks, girl. I love nudes and neutrals, so I'm always keeping it simple with like browns and creams and
Yeah.
pastel colors.
And honestly, we can actually get into that too with, your style already. I can kind of get like a feel. Do you feel that you bring like a certain style to the new season of the reality series, or what do you think your style is? And since you're a newcomer.
Yeah, I think my style will change over the season a little bit, because I try new things. I definitely took some risks that you guys will see throughout the season. But ordinarily, I just like fun. I like flair. I do like a little sexy, so I'll have some cleavage out sometimes, but mostly
Yeah.
just like fun.
Fun. Okay, yeah. And I mean, of course, welcome to the reality TV room. Were you excited about joining the cast? How were you feeling? Are you nervous about how fans might react?
Yeah, I was very excited to join the cast. I like to do things that are different, and I know showcasing your entire life for the world to see is different. So it was a challenge that I thought would be really fun for my husband and I. And it has been so far. Getting to know the ladies has been really great. Everyone was really open and receptive to me. So I really just dove in there and they just accepted me, and we've just been able to build really great and strong relationships.
Do you think that it's often normal to be able to come into a group such as that and not have any issues? Or did you feel like, wow, like this is, a blessing? This is rare to have no issues? Like, how did you think about that?
Um, you know, about the issues part, you guys will have to watch and see if there are any issues. But I don't jump in with any issues on my end. Never, because I'm just an open book and I just like to, accept people for who they are and get to know them as their authentic selves. So I think it was great to have that pool of women where I was willing to receive them as they are and just get to know them without any preconceived notions in my head, really.
Do you think that with social media and how, of course, important it's been, well, just about how many people use it now, that it's so easy to have preconceived notions of people before you meet them? Do you feel that you've had that experience with people that have been like, oh wow, like you're completely different from what I expected?
Oh, absolutely. I think social media really impacts people's perception without them having met somebody or even had a conversation with someone. And I think if we're not using the platform with intelligence, it can be really, dangerous.
No, I definitely agree because even with reality series, of course, you have a lot of fans or you do have those critics that'll have anything to say. Because of course, when you're in the public spotlight, everyone's gonna have something to say about every single thing that you do. So do you feel that you and your family are prepared, just for that? Because of course, I'm sure that you're gonna be like a fan favorite. I'm sure people are definitely gonna gravitate towards you. So are you just prepared for any type of backlash or any type of critics, or do you not even pay attention to that on the social media side at all?
I'm really grateful to God that my parents really instilled a lot of confidence in me, my parents, my siblings, my partner. So I don't really worry about social media, to be honest. I focus on the people within reach, my family, my friends. My thought is that if you don't have my phone number, I'm not concerned about what you have to say, you know?
Great rule. Actually, I'm gonna use that. Yeah. I'm gonna use that rule of thumb. That's actually perfect. Yeah, if you're not my contacts, you don't have my contact number, why am I concerned about it?
Exactly, exactly. But I know this is a different wave and a different level of attention. So I'm just, praying that my mindset will just continue even through this new experience that we're going through.
And I love that you're touching on that spiritual aspect because, of course, I believe in God as well. And I think that He places us, in those spots that we are meant to be, that we're prepared for be, that He doesn't give us anything that we're not. So, do you feel that this was the perfect timing within your background in your life for you to enter this realm? Because you, of course, like you're a lawyer, you have so many different ventures. We love businesswomen that do it all. So, do you feel like this is just like, the next era of yourself, or how do you like view that?
Yeah, I'm a woman of deep faith, and I have had a lot of prayers and requests to God, and He wouldn't answer them the way I wanted Him to answer them, but it always came full circle to timing. And this was the perfect time for our life. I was just newly married, so my husband and I are figuring out our marriage and figuring out our relationship and family planning and all those things. And I moved from Los Angeles here, so buying a house and getting our home together, it was just a lot of real reality that the world can see and benefit from and learn from, and just a lot of things people can relate to. So I'm glad that I have those experiences that I'm able to share with the world. And it's the perfect timing because I have so many transitions going on.
Now, do you believe in, well, of course, with your relationship, I'm sure that they're going to touch on that a little bit in the reality like series, but do you believe in, known but like privacy within your relationship, or do you are more open with it? Like, how do you like view that with just keeping your, of course, your relationship, private, just protected, but also just sharing just enough?
I I'm on this show and I'm here bringing everything to the table. So if something's going on in my relationship, you guys will see it because I'm not really a fake person either. So if something's going on and the cameras are there, you're going to see that tension in my relationship. You're going to hear that tension and frustration, even how I'm probably talking to my husband. So um, I don't necessarily believe in hiding things, especially with the commitment and obligation that we have in this role to be transparent with viewers.
So what from fans do you want them to take away from you personally, since of course they are being introduced to you and everything, like with your values and your beliefs? So what is something that you definitely want them to take away from you this season?
I think just don't be so serious all the time. Just live your life, have fun, make the best decisions that you can for your life and your circumstances. Don't take everything too seriously. Don't take yourself too seriously, and just live. I think a lot of times in this climate, people are trying to impress other people. People are doing things not for themselves but for others. And I own who I am. I know I'm different than a lot of people. I know my voice is very proper. I know that about myself, and I love it. I love it. So love yourself. Don't take yourself too seriously, and just live your life, honey.
Of course. And I love that. Like, I hate when people just speak down on people or just target people because we might speak proper or articulate. And there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. Like, I know that you probably definitely experienced that even growing up, like being called Oreos or any type of thing like that. And because I know I've had that experience. And I'm just like, what
Mhm.
is the issue with being proper? Like, why can't we be like that? So I'm glad that you're so very much so sure within yourself. You're just like, like, don't take it too seriously, but also you're not going to change like who you are. So do you feel like within the girls and within the group that you had like a major challenge that you can possibly touch on a little bit like right now? Or do you feel that there was like a relationship between like a girl or two that you all are closer now? What was the dynamics like?
I think a lot of those challenges I can't really speak on at this time. But yeah, there was some major challenges, and I think sometimes one relationship being fractured or so heavily damaged can impact the relationship of others in the group or others that have relationships with that individual. So I do think that just one dispute or one fracture did impact my ability and I guess the rate at which one of my relationships with one of my castmates was growing. And I think you guys will see that and understand kind of the dilemma that goes on there.
Yeah, and what advice would you even give on how to balance a strong group? Like, of course, like with women, like we have so many different personalities, so many different traits, strengths, and weaknesses. So, how is it like, balancing? Because, of course, maybe one or two people might want to be the leader, let's say, like in the group, or just to take on that authority role. So, how do you just like keep harmony, like within that group and just balancing personalities?
I mean, there's not one person that wants to be a leader. We're all leaders. We're all very dynamic. We're all very opinionated. We're all strong, incredibly successful. And I think it's just about knowing and respecting each other. And then sometimes, if someone's passionate about something, just let them take the lead. Let them have it. You don't have to have an opinion about everything. You don't need to flex on everything. If somebody wants to go sailing and do this and that, let's go sailing because this person wants to go. I think just taking a step back sometime and making someone else happy and doing things that they like, and supporting them in things that they're passionate about, even if it's not really of your interest.
No, I think that's so true, and that's so like, of course, like thoughtful. You seem very considerate, of course, of like the other girls' feelings as well. So I'm definitely excited to see how fans are receptive of you, and I hope that everything has been welcoming and that you are excited to like show everything. So for the
Yeah.
future of reality series, do you think that you'd want to continue on this journey after experiencing it with this new season, or how did you feel about the future of reality?
Yeah, I mean, I loved it. You know, my husband loved it as well, which is also really great. He's so fun, and I'm glad that the world gets to see, you know, different aspects of my husband and our relationship. I do think that we'll continue on this journey. We had a great time, and you know, we've worked really hard in our lives, and we've worked hard on ourselves individually before we got married. So I think it's good to just show different people, different backgrounds, different experiences, and different lives for other people to, you know, reference and also not really feel alone. So I will continue to showcase my life and my relationships.
Of course, I'm very excited, of course, for fans and everything to watch new season, for me to see more of you, for them to see more of you in
Thank
the
you.
future, whatever projects, with their endeavors. Thank you so much again for taking the time out with me to speak with me.